Eat a sandwich scrawny, anorexic, itty-bitty titty committee, flatty patty. These are just a few of the names my bullies in middle school called me for being thin. Because of this bullying, I spent the majority of my tween years stuffing my sports bras, carb loading my meals, and drinking creatine shakes for breakfast every single day to try and get above 95 pounds. It wasn't until I was discovered by a modeling agency at 13 years old that I felt like I finally found my people. Remember the heroin chic era? Wasn't good. The problem with modeling was, it did not take very long for me to discover that I actually wasn't thin enough, or tall enough, or busty enough, or blonde enough, pretty enough, just enough. So when my modeling agency recommended I go under the knife at 15 years old to get breast implants, I didn't hesitate, because it came with the promise to be more like the Victoria's Secret models on TV, to finally be beautiful. However, this talk is not my autobiography today, or an unveiling of the beauty industry in the 90s, aging myself. I'm standing here before you all today as a nearly 42-year-old woman and mom of 3 to share that beauty is a construct causing deep systemic harm. And it's not a new problem. In fact, it's not new at all. For centuries, people have been modifying their appearance for social acceptance and approval. Sure, it looked a little different with corsets and hair pieces, but now kids as young as 4 years old have access to beauty improvement apps and camera filters that change their appearance with the click of a button. So why is this a problem? An app is better than plastic surgery, isn't it? Yeah, I'd say. But it's all fun and games and innocent when it's superimposed bunny ears and cartoon characters. But where and when does it end? Social media exposes our youth to so much. AI influencers, have you seen this? Like fake people. And toxic beauty ideals. Redefining beauty is going to take a lot more than limiting social media from our kids. Right? When researching for this talk, I discovered that 25,000 ads get in front of the eyes of our kids every single year. And companies spend $17+ billion advertising to the same group. One study by the Mental Health Foundation followed 14 and 15-year-olds around for 3 years and discovered that internalization of these ideal body shapes and toxic beauty standards created poor eating habits, low self-esteem, poor mental health, and even more tragically, suicidal ideation and self-harm. This broke my heart. So I decided to do my own research and talk to my people. In response to a social media post, I posted about my own disordered eating and beauty issues and struggles during my modeling career. I got an obscene amount of responses, dozens. One girl, 16 years old, said she hated the way she looked so much that she wouldn't even leave the house. And if she had to, she would wear baggy clothes and tons of makeup to hide her face. Another girl, 18-year-old high school student, said that she starved herself for over a week, not even eating a grain of cereal, to try and slim down for grad photos, knowing she wouldn't have access to filters and photo editing tools. A new mom friend, less than 10 years younger than me, admitted that she fell prey to the bounce back before and after culture on social media, and developed an eating disorder postpartum while nursing her infant child. My own sons, 7 and 9 years old, get off the bus some days crying because somebody called them skinny or ugly, and they want to go straight to exercising, lifting weights, or cutting their hair. Nobody is immune. No one. Not one age, gender, socioeconomic status. Nobody. So what can we do about it? Redefining beauty is not about changing the way we look, but rather the way we think and feel about ourselves. It's about embracing our differences and diversity, right? When I was writing this talk, the most beautiful thing actually popped out on the page, like it was meant for me to share it with all of you today. The acronym Redefine is right there. So R, recognize. Recognize early signs of body shame and declining mental health. Early intervention might be key in arming our youth with the tools and support they need. E, educate. We need to create media literacy programs for our youth, but us as adults, we also need to educate ourselves. What do our kids have access to? What apps, what technology? Do you know how they work? If not, learn. Openness and communication are detrimental in creating safety. D, digital activism. We need to raise awareness. Well, this is not a new problem. It's an entirely new iteration. We need to demand algorithmic transparency and curriculum integration so that our kids can learn. E, encourage creativity. How can we turn these apps into tools? We want to create positive self-expression, creativity, imagination, rather than the spiral of self-shame that it creates now. F. Yeah, just making sure I'm spelling it right. F, forward thinking. We need to adopt a forward thinking mindset so that we can bring all of this into the awareness of not just our kids, but of the other people around us too. Our educators, the important people. I, integrity. Practice what you preach. How is your self-talk game? What are you consuming? How can we ask anyone, especially small children, to do as we say, not as we do? We need to model positive behavior as role models to the next generation. N, nurture in-person connection. We need this now more than ever. Social media has become a tool for businesses to hit on that quick hit energy to sell their things. We need in-person connection that really embraces community and positive self-esteem programs. E, empower. We need to empower our children. We can't change the advancement of technology and the way it's going, the evolution of it, but we can help our children, teach them how to be the creators of change rather than fall victim to it. So whether you're a parent, a caregiver, or you yourself are directly affected by toxic beauty ideals, I want to leave you with these tools to redefine how we view and understand beauty. And also this quote from fashion icon Coco Chanel: "Beauty begins the moment you decide to be yourself." Thank you.